this is my thoughts about how the Egyptian pyramid could be created. All right. Like the really big ones, it's just an idea. I mean, nobody knows how they were created, so this is an idea just like any other idea. Alright, so this represents a limestone mountain nearby. We know that the blocks of the pyramid were created from limestone. Obviously, they're really large and heavy. So we've always wondered how they could have built this pyramid with such huge, heavy limestone blocks, especially the idea of moving them upwards to the top. The higher and higher you go, the more and more difficult it would be. Well, if you've got a limestone mountain that's as tall, at least as tall as, or even better to have it even taller than the pyramid that you want to create, you just start taking, you start creating limestone blocks at the around the bottom of the mountain. I'm not talking about like undercutting the mountain. I'm not talking about that. This is a very simplistic drawing. It's like you're taking these from the bottom edge of the mountain, and there's, like the mountain, obviously it's kind of shaped like a pyramid already. It's big at the bottom and small at the top. That's how mountains are. So you start taking them off the bottom, and you want the ground between where you're moving the blocks to where you're moving them to, where the pyramid's going to be. You just make it, they start out on level ground, and you just create some sort of system to push the blocks horizontally across the ground. What would be even better would be if you could go slightly downhill. That way the gravity would be helping you. But anyway, so at worst you want it just going horizontal. And so you push blocks horizontally over here to create the big square base. Alright, that's all horizontal. And then once you got that done, then you keep using blocks to create a wall that connects the mountain to the pyramid, the next level of the pyramid. And then you start creating more blocks, and then once you create those blocks, as you're creating them, then you start pushing them over, and you create the second level, create another. We'll get that done. Create another wall, make more blocks, push them along the wall and onto the third level. Create more blocks, and then push them and have build a wall, and just basically you're building the wall by just pushing blocks over. Once you get this done over here, then you create a wall, and every time you finish a level, you just create another level of the wall, and you just keep pushing over, until finally, you have to use smaller, fewer and fewer blocks, because it's getting smaller and smaller as you go up to the top. The wall is getting bigger and bigger. So anyway, you might then once you finally get up to the top, then you're done. And then I guess I don't know, that's pretty much it. Once you get to the top, you're done, and then you can, maybe what you could do is like you can push what you don't need back over here or something. I don't know. I'm not sure about what you do after you get that all done. What do you do with the wall? I don't know. But I guess you just have to disassemble it or something. Maybe they used the wall to create the Sphinx after they got the pyramid done. I don't know. Or maybe they could use the wall to create another pyramid nearby. Just like move the wall in a different direction or something. I don't know. I don't know, but that's just the idea. So limestone mountain nearby serves as a source for the blocks. That's this. And then you slide the blocks to the pyramid on walls made from the blocks from the mountain, building the wall up higher and higher as needed. And then, so once all the blocks are moved over to the pyramid can be finished in place and no blocks needed to be moved upwards. See, like doing this, you never have to move blocks upwards. You're always just moving them horizontally, or even down. The one thing that does that is tricky, and I don't know how they did it, was the stuff they built inside the pyramid that was like granite. I don't know how they did that, but this is just basically the limestone. Most of the pyramid is limestone blocks. So basically, you would just need a big limestone mountain, pretty close to where you're building the pyramid, and just move this over to here. So that's the idea. All right.